Hello Balloon Blast viewers, I'm Matt Falloon, lovely to meet you all. I'm going to show you my very cute little froggy today, using a Geo, lime green, a 160 inflated with about maybe 6 fingers remaining, and a yellow 5-inch round underinflated, little round one. Now this is a funky cool technique. Basically you want to inflate your Geo, but you want to underinflate it, so you've got that where all the petals are actually quite distinct and pronounced and sticking out. You want to shrink that down so it's kind of, not quite round, but soft, like that. And tie it up, and you want to tie it sort of midway down the neck, not too close to the balloon, not too close to the nozzle. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a frumple twist, which is nowhere near as difficult as it sounds. Basically, you're going to grab this nozzle here, and you're going to push this through, and we're going to line it up with, there's a dark spot where the difference between the petals is. You're going to line it up with just beyond the dark spot. You've got the dark spot just there, the dark line where the rubber's a little bit thicker where one petal goes into another petal. You want to go about 1 centimetre, half an inch for all of you Americans watching. Hello, Americans. Yeah, so you want to frumple twist that in and grab it just past that point. So that goes right in, and you grab the knot and pull your finger out and give that a couple of twists. And you end up with this really cool sort of frumple distortion, which we are going to tie off with a scrap of balloon. I use my mouth because so far I haven't been able to grow a third hand, so until that happens I'll be using my mouth. Cut that off so you've got just a little bit of scrap holding your frumple in place. So it's going to look like that. Now, we're going to split our 5-inch round in half as neatly as we can. What I do to try to stop air from moving from one bubble to another is grab that nozzle and tie that around. I do that a couple of times. That just helps secure it in place. I don't have to be so careful about holding it now. And it generally stops the air moving from one to the other. And then we're going to tie this using that scrap that we tied off our frumple twist with. We're going to tie those in nice and tight. And we're going to trim off all of our extra nozzles. So 1 nozzle, 2 tail, 3 nozzle, all trimmed off. So we've got this. So far so good, cute little frog. Oh, he's so cute. Up close, just like this. Now, our 160, which has fallen on the ground. Now, this is going to pass through the middle hole of the Geo and pull through, so it's about halfway. It's just going to wrap around his belly and sit about halfway around the froggy's belly. And then we're going to bring the other side down, measure to the same point, and create one small, let's say a 1/2-inch pinch twist, and we're going to tie the nozzle onto that pinch twist. So we've got a little loop where his arms are going to come down. We're going to make his front legs. You can go as fancy or as simple as you want. I basically just do 6 bubbles at this stage. Little 1-inch, 1/2-inch bubbles. So I'm trying to think in imperial, we use metric in Australia. So you want 6, a little string of 6 2-centimetre 1/2-inch bubbles, let's say, and lock those back into that pinch twist. Position the pinch twist at the back, and then split that bubble chain in half. So we've got 3 bubbles and 3 bubbles. Hopefully you can see that. We've got 1 little foot and another little foot made up of 3 bubbles each, with a pinch twist at the back, holding it all in place. Squeeze as much air into the remainder of the 160 as you can, and tie that tail back up into those feet. So we've got a great big loop at the back, and then we're going to find the midpoint of that loop and split that down, thus creating the back legs, which are just positioned behind the front legs like that. Just like so. Isn't he cute? Beautiful. Just like that. A little bit of arrangement. Make sure it's all sitting nice and tight. So we've got his hind legs sitting back from his body, just like that. Next, with just a little bit of artwork. I always find artwork really important. So many balloon artists rush the artwork and ruin what would otherwise be a really good sculpture. So really simply, 2 big dots for the pupils, like this. A couple of little nostrils, just little sort of half U shapes, just like that. And always, final details, always. We're going to use my white marker to do 1 large dot and 1 small dot. You want the large dot to be just at the border of where the black meets the yellow, and you want the small dot to be right there in the middle. There you have it. Cute little, weird little geo-distortion frog with a very cute little expression. Play around with this distortion. I'd love to see what you guys can come up with using this funky little mouth tuck kind of thing that you can get by frumple twisting a geo. So there we go. There you have it. Thanks guys. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Bye.